Hello all, I just got my order for the Cooze Devil Horns ball jointed doll series. I pre-ordered these on KikaGoods in summertime and I just got them yesterday. So today we're going to open them, see which three we got. I got a random assortment of three. But first, let's look in what extra thing came with the package, and that are these decals. So I'm not really sure how these work. I've gotten them once before, and I messed up. I think you need water with them, kind of like a temporary tattoo almost, but I will have to try them out. You get three random faces, so I believe this is Lust, this is Envy, and this is Pride, I believe. So we'll have to test those out. Going on to the box, I really like this artwork. It reminds me a lot of the Toilet Bound Hanako-kun art style. The cover is Pride, and it looks kind of just like stained glass almost. It's just really cool artwork. Side, the back has all the sins. So we have Pride up top, Envy, Lust, Wrath, Greed, Sloth, and Gluttony, which is the hidden one. My top one, I definitely want Sloth. That one is my favorite. I think she's just really cute and interesting looking. I also really like Greed, Envy, and Lust. These two are fine. I think as long as I get Sloth, I'm pretty happy. So let's get into the first one and see which one we got. Oh. Oh, I can already tell that this is Lust. Oh wow, they come with a lot of stuff. So here is the bag of clothes, some extra face plates, her tail, extra shoes, an extra blank hairpiece, her accessory. They all come with an accessory. This one kind of looks like a whip or something. Some eyepieces, an extra chest piece and feet, and then these like paw gloves. Here is Lust's card. That's really cool. She has the like a rib cage almost surrounding her, and the back is just her plain artwork. Box number 2. Oh, this is Envy. She is in the box. More faceplates, clothes, lots of clothes, tail. Her accessory looks like a knife. And here is Envy's card. That is also really cute. I really like that. She kind of looks like she's maybe tied up in like a cage of some sort. And then her art on the back. Alright, last box. I really hope it's Sloth, but I would also be okay with Greed. I did get 2 of the ones I really liked though, so this is already a success. Oh, is it Sloth? Yes, it's Sloth. She's so cute. Another reason I was excited for her was her accessory is this little stuffed monster. I just think it's so adorable. Here is Sloth's card. She's cuddling her stuffed toy, and then she's on like a swing, maybe? and then her plain artwork on the back. So now I'm going to dress them up in the order I unboxed them, starting with Lust. Okay, so they are all unboxed, dressed up. I'll go down the line and review each one. I have a lot of things to say. As gorgeous as these dolls are, I had a lot of issues with the construction, and I did struggle a lot when I was putting them together. Some were better than others, but I'll describe each of them as I get into each one. First, I'm going to say what they come with. So, the extra pieces, all that. They all come with a pair of pointed toes in their respective skin color. So, this one is gray for Lust. A large bust chest piece. These really cute Mary Jane kind of shoes that have a red cross on the side. And then these heeled shoes that have a red bow and a red cross on the front. And they all come with these gloves that are just big paws with fur, a red cross, and claws. I'm probably not going to use these, but they each came with one. They all come with closed eye faceplates, a cap for the head, and then an open eye faceplate. And then they all come with a copy of their hair just in plain white. For the hands, we have a pair of like finger gun hands. These kind of claw hands are a little more open. And then we have another claw hand, but they're more closed. These middle finger pieces, pointing hands, peace signs, open kind of grabbing hands. These little like cutesy pinched hands. And of course we have the heart hands and some extra wrist pegs. Now getting into the dolls, I will just go down the line, starting with Sloth. She's still my favorite. She's so cute. She has this white, kind of fluffy styled hair with a big curl on top, black horns. They all have black horns, pointed ears, which they all have. She's kind of this like almost mullet, uh, wolf cut rat tail situation going on. She's purple eyes and a red skin tone. There's about 4 different skin tones in this series: red, gray, white, and then the only one that is different is Gluttony, which is a black skin tone. And the expression I gave her is this smirking face. The other 2 she comes with are this regular smiling face and this crying face. She has a black plain choker, and then her sweater is super oversized. It's this really light peachy pink color with some lavender, a strap on one side, this tag that says Sleepy, just a cross and a heart, this eyeball on the front, and then the purple sleeve is meant to look like it's stitched on. She has these puffy shorts. They are black with a dark purple trim, and she has the lavender lilac-y color underwear underneath, and then a white garter with white leg warmers and these little puff balls. In the picture, they're supposed to be on opposite sides, so I think I got 2 left ones. That's fine. And these slippers, which are my only problem with this doll. These slippers are adorable. They're purple. They're little like demon puppies or some sort of creature. As cute as they are, they do not stay on. So I don't know if you heard, but one already fell off while I was holding her up. They just don't stay on at all. You're better off probably putting like sticky tack or something on her feet if you want those shoes to stay on. And she has this black tail that fades into purple. The tails are also an issue. They do not go in at all. This one, I used a X-Acto knife and shaved off some of it just so it would fit in. So like, and it's still super tight. So they don't really fit, which kind of stinks. And you can't pose them or anything. It's just a kind of solid rubber. Let's stand her back up. So we have to put on her shoes. Her accessory is this monster plush. It has bat wings, purple horns, and then little pink cheeks. It's very flat and thin. It's not the best quality, but it's still really cute. Moving on to Lust. She had I had a lot of trouble dressing her up, mainly because of these arm sleeves. I wanted to get the thumb through that thumb hole, but you have to take off the hand and then thread the arm warmer onto the arm. A big problem with these dolls is the hooks for the hands do not stay out. Even if you twist it, they just shoot right back in. So I was having a lot of trouble just trying to get the hands on. So I think switching hands out will be a problem. And just got to be careful. Especially don't ever try to, take both hands out at the same time. The hooks will just shoot in, and good luck getting them back out. But otherwise, they still look good once they're on. She has short green hair that fades into this, like, almost like beige color. And then little clips molded on. Her face is pretty cute. She has green eyes. She has an eyebrow piercing, tongue piercing, and gray skin. Her other expressions, she has this one with the tongue sticking out, and this kind of annoyed, angry one. Her top is a sleeveless turtleneck with a purple heart. The green straps, they look cool, but I feel like they aren't really fitting. This strap right here is supposed to go over her chest, like in the pictures, but I cannot get it to stay on. You can tighten this belt, like the buckle is real, so you can tighten it, but it seems like every time I do that, it just kind of falls back down. And then another thing I have an issue with is the same thing for Sloth. I wish that the underwear pieces were thinner and not this same cotton material. It's just really bulky, and you can't see the underwear underneath the skirt like you do in her images, because in her images it looks like, she's wearing a thong. They go high up onto her hip bones and you can see under the skirt. If this was a thinner material, I feel like that would have worked a lot better. But with this thick material, you have to pull the skirt like all the way down to get that effect. She has a green kind of plaid checkery skirt with a pink belt that is purposely not connected. Her socks are pretty cute. She has one fishnet stocking with this stretchy material, gray leg warmer. These safety pins are real, so I couldn't put her foot in originally because these were like closing the leg warmer. So I had to remove them and then put them back on after they were on her leg. A problem that I've had already is she is getting mega stained by these fishnets. It's not a big deal because I'm not going to display her in another outfit or anything, but just so you know, it does stain. The other leg warmer is a stretchy black material with these pink hearts. One did fall off, so I had to glue it back on, which stinks. You can see some more staining on her ankle right there. It's pretty bad. And then she's got these green sneakers. There's a pink X and cross on one, pink heart on the other. Her tail is black fading into green. This is the only tail that fitted with no issue. Um, so I think it's just depending on the batch you get. Her accessory is this whip looking thing. It's very sturdy, it doesn't bend or anything. It's just black, and then the tip is pink. Moving on to Envy. Upon taking this doll out of the box, the second I took off her head, the elastic snapped and half of her body just fell apart. I have restrung a doll like once. I don't have a lot of experience with it. Luckily, I do know how to do it, so I was able to. It took me a while, but I figured it out. But if you are a beginner, that would really suck if you got your doll fresh out of the box and you just immediately had to restring it. So that was a big bummer. Luckily, she's fine now. I did find when restringing her that in their legs, they have a wire running through each of their legs. I don't really love that because it makes it harder to bend. So when I restrung her, I took the wire out. So this leg does not have a wire anymore. But going on to the actual doll, she has a super pale pink hair. The hairstyle is really cute. It's in these like double little O-shaped buns. Her horns are more of like a dusty gray color. This headband just sits on top. It stays pretty well though. She has an infinity sign hairpiece, pink eyes, and she is crying and pouting in this expression. The other expressions are this like smirking one with blood splatter, and then this toothy kind of grin. And she does have the white skin tone. This choker is like a cute frilly white piece with a black bow. The black bow fell off, so I glued that on as well. Don't love how many things were falling off of the clothes with these dolls, but it's okay. Then she has a kind of white and pink dress with this apron piece that's attached. It's that same dusty gray with a hourglass and a rose in the hourglass. These huge oversized sleeves are their own pieces. They're white with pink curlies and then gray straps and frills. They look really cute. They're just really big, so you pretty much have to hold them up and rest her arms against her sides for them to stay up. At least for me, that's the only way they stay up. Then she has these sheer gray socks. Now, when I was dressing Lust, I forgot to mention, the shoes were so tight to put on. So when I was putting socks on this doll, I was like, oh my gosh, the shoes are going to be a nightmare to put on. But luckily, these ones did slide on a lot better. With Lust, though, it took a long time to shove those on. Um, Maybe it's just mine, I don't know. Her shoes are the same gray color with a light pink sole. And then her tail, there's not a spot in her dress for you to put the tail in, so I just opened up the Velcro. I wish there was maybe like a hole or something to put in the tail, but it's black fading to pink, and this one I also had to shave down to fit in the back. Her accessory is this knife. There's like a bloody tip. It's more like a red fading onto the gray. I feel like it should have just been a blood splatter, but I don't really care that much. Now, the last thing I wanted to try is to put these decals on. So, in her picture, Lust has a tattoo on her abdomen, and then she's got like a band aid on her leg. So, that's these two pieces right here. I'm going to try to see how they work. Hopefully, I can get it to work. Okay, so what I did was I cut out those little decals, put them under a tiny bit of water and slid them off, and then you can slide them onto the doll. The thing is, though, they are shiny and they don't like stay. They will still slide around. So if you're gonna use them permanently, you just probably spray it with fixative or something. This one or these two, I just kind of put on Mod Podge just to kind of see how it would work because I didn't want to spray the whole doll or anything. So it is very shiny. So if that bothers you, definitely use something matte. I just did it because I'm kind of experimenting. I might take them off anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. But in case you were wondering how that works. Overall, these dolls look really cute. I think on display they're amazing. I love that you can change out the faces, but in terms of the assembly and quality, I had a lot of issues. I'm hoping it's just because it was my batch. I might have been one of the first ones to get these since I pre-ordered them so early. But luckily, they still look really cute, and I was able to fix everything that went wrong. I would maybe not recommend these for a beginner collector, just because it was a struggle to dress them up. And for the price, I feel like you shouldn't be having those kinds of issues. But it's okay, they still look really cute, and I can't wait to pose them and take different pictures of them.